welcome back to 13th Age. My name is Lawrence,
And I'm literally too tired to be alive, William.
and this is Substandard Roleplaying with Casey
Hi, Casey from the Questing GM.
and Dave.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back, Dave.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is our new guest, Dave. You guys have never seen him before.
He's the, unshaven
He's-
Dave.
He's
He's
the
just-
resident penis inspector.
Just as annoying as the other Dave. Don't
Uh,
worry.
Knew we should have got the sock puppet.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know that my one unique thing is I use puns to deflect when uncomfortable.
Yes, great. You don't do that all the time.
It's not role playing if it's just you.
Yeah.
I know. I was
He
gonna say I
uses
based
puns-
it on myself.
He uses puns to deflect the uncomfortableness, so to make them uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally.
Okay, well, last time, basically on 13th Age, what happened was basically we were sent to hand over a sword.
You can keep that information to yourself for now.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna need it later. Yeah, we're gonna need it later. But we've basically agreed that we're gonna try to extend this into like a short campaign, I guess, with 13 Age, and we'll see how far we can go with this system before we get sick and tired of it. But but we're gonna I'm building the campaign based on the events that happened in the first mini adventure that we did. So
Right.
yeah, that's where we're gonna start. So in the straight aftermath after the defense of Bulk Strike Tower and what has happened since, the parties basically has to report back to their superiors, or in this case the Emperor, of what has happened since. So I'm just gonna pull up some descriptions here. Okay. The mission to defend Bolt Strike Tower, once a symbol of hope, ended in despair. The dragon of the tree unleashed its wrath, overwhelming your valiant efforts. The tower now lies in ruins, a stark reminder of your failure. With heavy hearts, you make your way back to Axis, the magnificent capital of the Dragon Empire. The city bustles with activity, its streets lined with opulent buildings adorned with banners of noble houses. Yet as you tread its familiar paths, a sense of unease lingers in the air. As you approach the Emperor's palace, a mixture of anticipation and dread fills your hearts. Inside those hallowed halls, you will face the ruler of the Dragon Empire, bearer of power and responsibility. The weight of your failure rests heavy upon your shoulders, knowing that the fate of the realm may hinge upon the outcome of this meeting. Uncertainty gnaws at your thoughts, but a glimmer of hope remains. Perhaps, amidst the shadow of defeat, there lies a chance for redemption. With each step, you draw closer to the heart of power and intrigue. The city whispers its secrets, and the grandeur of Axis masks the lingering doubts that plague your minds. The future of the Dragon Empire teeters on the precipice, and the decisions made within these walls will shape its destiny. Will you return be hailed as a testament to resilience and determination, or will it mark the beginning of a downward spiral? The choices you make in these uncertain times will define the path ahead, as you stand on the threshold of the Emperor's palace, ready to face your destiny. And so that is where you are, and that's where you're going to enter into the audience chamber with the Emperor and his entourage of the court.
Okay.
It's high
Right.
stakes.
Within the grand halls of the Emperor's palace in Axis, you find yourself standing in the presence of the mighty Dragon Emperor himself. The opulence of the surroundings is a stark contrast to the heavy burden of your recent failure to defend Bolt Strike Tower. The weight of this mission rests heavily upon your shoulders as you await your audience with the Emperor. Nervous anticipation fills the air as you observe the nobles in attendance. Their finely adorned garments a testament to their status and influence. Their discerning eyes scrutinize your every move, fully aware of the importance of the report you are about to deliver. The court is abuzz with whispered conversations and hushed expectation of a pivotal moment about to unfold. As you prepare to recount the events that transpire at Bolt Strike Tower, the pressure mounts. The Emperor's presence, with his reputation as the protector of the realm, adds a sense of urgency and importance to this audience. The weight of the impending report, combined with the watchful eyes of the nobles, hangs heavily upon you, tightening the significance of this moment. Okay. You may begin.
So are we already in front of the Emperor?
Yep.
Did we kneel and bow before him?
We'll assume you.
Bowing, I am scraping.
Yeah, scraping down to the floor.
These guys told me to kneel in front of him, so I knelt down and started undoing his zipper. And you're like, no, that's not what I meant. Or is it what you meant?
So the moment is yours. The moment is yours to deliver your report.
Okay, my lord, we have returned from Bolt Strike Tower. The moment we set out for Bolt Strike Tower, we have faced many obstacles in our path. Even in what we assume to be safe areas, we happened upon goblin raiders that we had to fend off before reaching Bolt Strike Tower. Upon reaching Bolt Strike Tower, and we were ready to hand over the protection sword as you asked, or you commanded, actually, I should say. However, they were not ready to receive the protection sword and were not ready to transfer it to the defense of Bolt Strike Tower. Instead, they commanded us to do a raid on Greenstand, an area that apparently was being used as a forward base for the Goblin army. My companion and I, Urgats, went into Greenstem, just the two of us, and we were able to activate the runish booby traps in the area. Yes, and we did a very good job of destroying most of their army until an unknown assailant on dragons came forth and basically decimated the rest of the goblin forces, and then made their way to Bolt Strike Tower and decimated our defenders there as well. I believe a third party has entered the combat. When we made our way to Bolt Strike Tower, there were dragons everywhere, and we had to defeat them. And once we were able to do so, we found out that we had a traitor amongst us. This son was a traitor and had basically sabotaged our efforts in the area. My companion Urgat was able to defeat him in battle. And once the dust settled, we decided the best thing to do was make our way here.
So your report sends a bit of a harsh whispered shockwave around the court, because there were many key words that you mentioned that just, didn't sit well with them. First of all, was the goblins, and that there was a goblin army around. And then secondly was the dragon, which they were thinking, why would they? There's more interest on Bolt Strike Tower than initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part of it all was definitely when you mentioned there was a traitor among your ranks. And so there was a lot of uncertainty around. The Emperor takes all your information in. He does furrow his brow, and he's thinking. You can tell that he's playing mind games behind his eyes, and he's really trying to connect all the dots together, but it doesn't seem to quite make sense. Or he's calculating odds that are far too heavy for even you to comprehend. He's probably seeing a threat much greater than you have experienced. And so he stands up, and all attention is turned towards him, and he questions his court of advisors and nobles, that given the situation and the gravity of the threat that has been assembled against even this tiny location, this Bolt Strike Tower, and the importance of Bolt Strike Tower as a border defense, and to have it taken down so easily because of inner workings against the Emperor, maybe it's time that the Dragon Empire needs to call for aid. and he asks everyone in the court a question: should the Dragon Empire consider an alliance with the Elf Queen and the High Druid? And so there's a very tenuous discussion going on immediately among advisors, generals, priests, the nobles, and it goes from harsh discussions to raised voices in some areas, and it goes back down to harsh. And it seems to be the question itself seems to be one thing. It can be taken in so many angles that no one is quite certain what the right answer is to give to the emperor. There's just too much consideration. There's too much at stake. There's too many questions. And given that some of you have icon relationships with the Emperor, the Elf Queen, and the High Druid, maybe you would like to share some insights, or would you like to make some recommendations of your own?
I would not. Thank you, though.
I would like to speak up and say that I grew up alongside the High Druid, and I am her paladin in waiting, and I can be a messenger between the Empire and the High Druid. I don't know if they have a society around them.
They actually do. The High Druid domain is actually just north of Access itself.
Okay, cool.
So your volunteering of sending a message would be is very well received by the Emperor, in the sense that if he does come to a decision that he will require negotiations or delegation to the High Druid, your name would definitely come up first.
Hey.
Is anyone has anything else to add while the nobles discuss further?
There was a thing
No.
that people said that Sun said, and I don't remember what it was. I thought it would be important, but I don't remember.
You can make it up as you go.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
It was something along the lines of I don't know.
I agree.
I've completely dropped the ball.
I would probably like to remind you that the defenders, when you went to Boat Strike Tower, do work for the High Druid.
Oh, do they?
They do. That's what Sun is. Sun is a druid. Yeah.
Yes.
So while you could say they fall under the borders of the Dragon Empire, but their loyalty is actually to the High Druid.
Yeah. So they've stepped on the toes of multiple dominions.
Or they're just trusted to be the ones handling it, but it's something like I guess you could call it like a demilitarized zone. Yeah.
This is an attack against all the forces of good.
Yeah, sort of. Okay. So as the whole commotion gets stronger and stronger, and the emperor seems very uncertain if he's going to get an answer from his court, suddenly a voice just sort of rings out, and suddenly the whole hall is silenced. As the grand hall falls into a hushed silence, Lord Morvis makes his entrance, capturing the attention of all with his opulent attire and regal bearing. Draped in resplendent robes of deep crimson, adorned with intricate golden embroidery that glimmers in the ambient light, he exudes an aura of power and influence. A cascade of rare furs and shimmering gemstones line his billowing cape, trailing behind him as he strides with an air of certainty and conviction. All eyes turn to him, eagerly awaiting the words that will shape the Emperor's decision. With the resolute set of his shoulders and the steely glint in his eyes, Lord Morvis stands before the Emperor and the assembled nobles, radiating an air of confidence and authority. His impeccable grooming and extravagant fashion choices are not mere displays of vanity, but symbols of his unwavering dedication to the Dragon Empire and its enduring traditions. Your Majesty, esteemed nobles, Let us not be swayed by the whims of outsiders, Lord Morvis proclaims, his voice carrying the weight of a seasoned statesman. The Dragon Empire, built on the foundations of wealth and power, requires no foreign aid to flourish. Our coffers overflow with riches, our armies are fearsome, and our noble lineage runs deep. It is our own strength, our own resources that have made us a force to be reckoned with. Drawing the attention of the courtiers with his hands adorned in exquisite rings, each gemstone gleaming with hues of victory, Lord Morvis continues. Look around you, my esteemed peers. These banners represent generations of warriors who have bled and sacrificed for the glory of the Empire. Our triumphs have been won through disciplined training, strategic brilliance, and unyielding loyalty. It is this legacy of martial might that defines us and sets us apart. To join hands with the Elf Queen and High Druid, with their elusive intentions and unpredictable loyalties, would be to jeopardize the very essence of our empire. His words resonate with the courtiers, their eyes fixed upon Lord Morvis as he passionately recounts the grand achievements and conquests of the Dragon Empire throughout the history. With specific examples of the Empire's victories over orc hordes and dragons of the tree, the highlights the indomitable spirit and self-reliance that define its nobility. Lord Morvis' arguments, laced with pride and a hint of superiority, strike a chord with the noble sense of entitlement and the desire to uphold the Empire's traditions of concrete power. The courtiers, captivated by Lord Morvis' persuasive discourse, find themselves swayed by his words. The air in the grand hall grows heavy with the weight of his argument, and a sense of collective agreement begins to permeate the room. The nobles, drawn to Lord Morvis' influential presence and his unwavering belief in the Dragon Empire's strength, find solace in his conviction and the reassurance that the destiny lies in their own hands.
Can
The Emperor.
Before you
Yeah,
go
go
on, do I roll to see, like, I don't know much as a player. I don't know much of the backstory of the Empire right now.
Right.
Do I agree with Lord Morvis, or like, is this like something that's like, I would think that, that's true of the past, but right now the Empire has fallen or is degrading? Like, do I, as a as a character, would I agree with Lord Morvis?
I will whisper to Dalen. I did read this bit of fluff. It's the Empire's own hubris that got into this situation.
Okay, because you have a background
big
of
enough will fall on itself.
ex-legionnaire and squire.
Mm-hmm.
The examples that he gives are definitely like historical records, and I guess you could say it's a bit of a pompous retelling, but it still contains the spirit and the pride of being the Dragon Empire.
Right. I realize that. I mean, I realize that the Dragon Empire a long time ago probably did shit all by itself and was very powerful. Is that true now, basically? If this unknown enemy did come to our shores and started attacking us, would we be able to hold them off on our own? Or do I think that Lord Morvis is full of shit and that basically like this alliance would be more beneficial to the Empire?
Excuse me, sir, but you are full of shit.
All those heroes created you, a soft, weak man recounting their stories.
Tell you what, why not let's make that a skill check with your ex-legionnaire background?
Okay. So you want me to roll 2d6s, I'm guessing, or a d20?
No, it's a d20 plus whatever points you put into ex-legionnaire.
Okay.
Which I couldn't find your character sheet because you have like 8 points in it.
15.
15 total.
Yeah, 15 total.
Okay. So just basically your impression of his speech is he's basing it on facts, on historical facts.
Mm-hmm.
He's just probably giving it a more patriotistic spin onto it. And you can pretty much tell that he is aiming for a very specific agenda, which is not to ally with the Elf Queen and the Hydroid. We are very good on our own, which is it's not a bad sentiment to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it doesn't make it better than not to ally with the High Queen or with the Elf Queen or the Hydroid.
Our chances of survival would be much better if we did ally with the Elf Queen or the High Druid. That's what you're saying.
It could go either way,
Hmm.
based on your experience and your opinion.
But if the Empire
could-
crumbles and then it rebuilds from the ashes, that's another good legend to put in this guy's,
That'll be
story.
the 14th age.
There we go.
Okay, well,
So he does present a very convincing argument, but it's still an argument nonetheless. There's just no verifiable fact that either decision would be wrong.
Right. Okay. If that's the case, if my character, we're using all the information that I know, decides that it could be like a coin flip, basically, then there's no reason for me to
Pretty much.
me to speak up here, basically.
If you want to interrupt him, you're
No,
more
I
than welcome.
mean, but I don't believe it. Basically, you said it's a coin flip, so
Yeah,
at this
it's
point, I'm
essentially
not
a
sure
coin.
what to believe. Basically,
As a bit of role playing, I am going to turn my back on the dude because he's slandering my babe.
Okay. So he takes all your subtle body language is taken notice. But regardless, as Lord Morvis concludes his speech, the courtiers exchange glances, their gazes reflecting a mixture of admiration and intrigue. The Emperor, swayed by the display of opulence and compelling arguments put forth by Lord Morvis, contemplates the path ahead. The decision to forge alliances with the Elf Queen and High Druid now hangs in the balance, with the way of tradition and the influence of the nobles leaning towards a more insular and self-reliant course of the Dragon Empire. He stands up once again, and the court comes into attendance, and he tells the court that he will need to consider what has been told because Lord Morvis seems to be the only one who's able to give a compelling argument and a suggestion, but he will need some time to consider what would be the right course of action to take. Nevertheless, he still commends. Can I say three of you?
Yeah.
For your efforts to both strike Tower, you did achieve some commendation because of how you dealt with the goblins and the goblin army, taking risk running into what could have been a suicide mission. So that deserves commendation in itself, even though you did not ultimately successfully defend the tower from external forces that were, to be fair, would be sort of out of your control or even out of your capabilities, as proven by the session itself.
Yep.
So you will get some reward from the lesser functionaries of the Emperor. He'll get back to you on that. But your reputation isn't probably going to be the shiniest one, given the outcome wasn't as ideal. So let's just say you've gained some notoriety more than an A-grade reputation.
Okay. What are you playing, Dave, by the way?
I am a human bard. I have a stage name, if you will. It's just it's kind of like Prince, just like one name. It's Feels Bardman.
Me. You could have done
Well,
better.
I could have.
I'm gonna go with Bard. I'm gonna be calling you,
But I hate
you
you.
Bard.
But I chose. I could have done better, but I
One
chose
word.
not to. Feels Bardman.
I'm assuming we met him at Bolt Strike Tower, and he was one of the survivors that
He
we.
gave us first aid.
Yeah, we
After
could
we
work that out
collapsed.
later. We could work that out now if you guys want to. We could just.
I mean,
do a
it would
flashback.
make sense that we brought him back with us if he was at Bolt
Yeah.
Strike
Like-
Tower and we found him there.
At the very
Can you
least.
imagine we found this dude in a pub and it's like, hey, we're gonna go meet the Emperor soon. What a tag
Gonna
on.
tag along.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
Feels Bard, man.
Feels smart.
Feels Bardman. Feels Bardman.
Okay, so the court has dismissed. The nobles and the generals, they all filter out back to their regular duties. But however, you are soon approached by a cowled and robed man. He seems to be a bit on the deformed side, but he seems to be hiding his features very well under the cowl and hood. And he tells you that he is a servant of Lord Morvis, and Lord Morvis would like to have an audience with you. But it's something that he has to keep it down low from everyone else. So you would have to follow him.
Mhm.
I don't.
He wants to keep it down low, or the
see why
Lord wants
not.
to keep it down low?
The Lord wants to keep it down low. He has to make sure it's lower than that.
Hmm.
Mhm. Can't be seen talking to the common folk.
I would assume that Urgat would not want to take up this
yeah.
offer.
I'm going to skip the audience with him. I'm personally offended.
Hmm.
Because it's like, he's just spent this whole 5-minute speech going, oh well, the empire that this dude comes from is weak and will never help us and doesn't amount to anything compared to us. I'm
Well, the
feeling
servant then, hearing your rejection, he does sort of tries to persuade you that the purpose of this meeting is that Lord Morvis actually wants to thank you for what you've done at Bolt Strike Tower.
oh yeah, roll a persuasion check. You know what? I will take riches.
And if you want assistance, I'll just. Bling. The Emperor is good. The Emperor is great. Nothing bad comes from the Emperor at late. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I feel inspired. I will hear
You
out
shouldn't. That was terrible.
That's good enough.
Yeah, good enough. It doesn't inspire confidence, but it would be really dumb to snub connections with higher up people.
Right. I agree. So let's go take a look and see what he really wants.
Hmm. And if I can get dirt on him, I'll go tell the druid, and she'll love me.
Okay. So this is going to be a secret meeting sort of arrangement. Therefore, it obviously can't be done in the palace, but he'll just have to lead you down into the city proper, which, since you guys live there somewhat, you do know that the city of Axis has this reputation of labyrinthian designs, and anyone who uses stairs are the common folks. People usually fly from tower to tower.
My.
Obviously.
Yeah. So
What do you do? Walk?
Is that
So if
last
you-
year's Griffin?
So the easiest way to really keep it down low is to mingle with the walking folk.
Oh God, I'm a peasant.
That griffin's name is Peter, right? Peter Griffin.
That's the noise Griffin would make.
What's that?
That's the noise a Griffin would make for sure. It's like, to the tower.
Peter Griffin.
The most
Meg.
majestic creature.
Okay.
Whew. Whew.
I'm gonna take an alternate route there. I'll meet you there, you guys.
All right. So
Sure
the
thing.
servant leads you through the crowds, up one stairs, down another, in through some alleyways, through a building. It's just just a very
What?
hazy mess of directions that you are quite amazed that he's actually able to memorize or really walk through the whole thing. And it somehow leads you into this passageway inside one of the buildings that he leads you through, where you have no memory of how you got there. And through it all, it's like a very dimly lit corridor. It's a little musty in a sense. It's not been used enough that probably not many people know about it. And at the end of the passageway, it's like a single file passageway. He opens like a door, like a creaking door, and you can see there's like a bit of like light shining through that threshold.
Uh,
I don't have a good feeling.
no, I get the feeling that we're about to be
This
ambushed.
is a setup. It wouldn't be the first time.
Perception.
Perception, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, what background you want to use?
Child beggar slash thief. I guess I would have the ability to, be aware of my
Yeah.
surroundings and see if this is like the perfect point for an ambush to occur. I guess.
You're good. Yeah, go ahead. Make
16.
a child. 16.
What a man.
The possibility of an ambush is there, given where you are. However, nobody ambushes somebody in broad daylight.
This is true. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation. Oh wait, shit! I have to give it a cool name.
Feels pressed.
Hidden seeking of buddies, and it's just going to be like a firecracker noise at the door.
Firecracker noise?
Yeah,
Wait,
I just
what?
want to hear what the reaction is.
Oh, it's
Like,
silent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's
Nobody's there.
Yeah, and the servant is a little taken aback, like it's just an open door to you.
Gunshots? I don't even know what guns are.
In the Storm Rage clan, that's how we knock on doors.
Enter the building.
All right. As you step through.
3 ninjas drop down on you.
No, this isn't your campaign, Lawrence.
So as you
Two
venture through the
ninjas.
mysterious secret passageway, your senses are immediately assaulted by an atmosphere thick with anticipation. A sense of awe washes over you as you step into a vast arena.
Oh, God.
The legendary Tusk, whose name reverberates with echoes of past gladiatorial triumphs, the very essence of the place seems infused with a raw and primal energy. The arena is a testament to the glory of combat, where the unforgiving clash of steel and the roar of the crowd intertwine. Towering stone pillars rise like ancient sentinels, bearing witness to countless battles fought and won. The air is charged with the scent of sweat, blood, and the unmistakable grit of determination. Amidst this visceral spectacle, your gaze is drawn to the heart of the arena. There stands the formidable figure of Citizen Tusk, a half-orc champion who embodies the ferocity and strength of past gladiators. Every sinew and muscle is honed to perfection, exuding a palpable aura of power and dominance. The sheer presence of Tusk sends a shiver down your spine, for they know that this is no ordinary opponent. A mix of awe and unease fills your hearts as you realize the gravity of the situation. The energy in the arena, the unmistakable name of Tusk, and the whispered tales of legendary victories all hint at the authenticity and danger of the battles that unfolded within these hallowed grounds. You now find yourselves thrust into a brutal contest where the outcome is uncertain and the stakes are high. So yeah.
Oh my.
Anyone had any clue what happened?
There's a lot of
Did we just
testosterone there.
go through a portal or something?
Well, you're gonna have to figure out later for that because it's time to roll initiative, and you have one very
Walk through the
angry half-orc.
Go to sleep.
Is
Right
it all 3
there.
of us or what?
It's all 3 of you.
He thinks he can take us.
Well, I mean, he's got to be easier than the dragon. Fuck.
I feel confident.
What did you want me to roll? D20, right? Is he still there? Casey, hello?
I'm gonna screenshot that
Am
smile.
That's a great smile, though.
Yeah, that's a great
there you
smile.
are.
Oh, there you are.
The one
There
that's
you
on
go.
the brochure.
Did I disappear for a moment?
You froze for a moment.
Oh.
Anyway, did you want me to roll a D20?
D20 for initiative. Well, everyone rolls D20 for
But
initiative,
you
I guess,
roll.
at this point.
And of course, I rolled a 2.
You
May
know,
the bad
I'm a
rolls
little bit
begin.
trigger. I'm a bit trigger shy after fighting a dragon.
Technically,
issues.
I fought the dragon and then you ran it through, but
I fought the traitor and saved
yeah, you
the
fought the
tower.
traitor. Anyway, Fields Bardsman goes first.
Which is fantastic, given that I haven't finished my character.
Well,
I
well,
believe I do have a racial power. Hold on.
you can roll twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, races,
Yeah.
humans. Roll initiative twice and choose the result that I want.
Result.
Well, I'm
Yep.
gonna guess it's not gonna be the 2 that I just rolled. Here we go. Oh, that's a much better roll. 14.
Wow, you actually get higher by. Okay. Well, I have a +9 to my initiative, so I'm at 20.
Of course you do.
It's
Of
13 age.
course
I
you
didn't
do.
make, I
What
didn't make
was
up
I
this game.
thinking?
I didn't make the rules. This is the rules, man.
Oh my god, there's so many nuances to being a bard. Holy shoot.
Yeah, why don't you go suck his dick? Maybe he'll let us live.
Performance check.
Yeah, get the beard out the way, big boy.
Okay, well, he
Okay,
does go
yeah.
first.
I do go first. Okay.
It do be
Um,
like that.
It's gonna be one of those days when it's all up to the dice.
I'm ready.
All right. So his
Can Casey kill us twice in two episodes?
two
Yeah,
sessions.
this is the best game system ever, if that's the case.
You die!
We just accidentally get murdered twice.
God damn it.
Okay.
We're still first level, by the way. Level 1.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. I probably should have asked you guys to level up the last time. But anyway.
Oops.
Dude, it's been 2 weeks of prepping. It'll be fine.
All right. So he's mad, bad, and trained to be even worse. He'll start off combat like all proper gladiators do, is throw a ranged weapon. So he's gonna throw a javelin. We'll just say he throws it at Dalen.
Yeah, take that.
And that's a +10.
What? He has double. Oh my god.
That's my roll. Oh, it has to be a crit too. That's a bit of crit.
You have double my to hit. Basically, I have a +5 and you have a +10 to hit, and you rolled a 20. That's great.
Best game.
Okay. It's a javelin straight, so it's 10 damage normal. I'm guessing if it's a crit. I'm going to need to make a quick check if monsters get the crit.
I just reread the rules on spells. This dude's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand bard spells. I should not have picked a bard. I'm trying to figure it
Rookie
out.
mistake trying to be interesting.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. Someone in the comments is gonna have to correct me on this, but I'm not finding rules of monsters don't crit in the crit rules, page 167.
No. This isn't a game for children who watch Stranger Things. This is a real man's role-playing game.
Okay, then Dalen take 20 damage from a double of
This is the way. I love rolling
Yep.
dice.
Okay. 24 hit points.
I want to earn this.
Okay. Well,
Javelin sail through the air. It's
All
like,
right.
and
it's
like,
like, don't worry, guys.
stabs
We
me
can
in the
take him.
heart, basically.
It's like right in your ribs.
Who's next?
Is it not me?
It's the Dalen man.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no choice now. I guess I gotta go for it. Go and attack. Yeah, here we go. D20, roll. And of course that happened. 9, I miss. Hold on, what kind of miss? It's a natural miss. So natural even miss. Add weapon dice to damage.
Yep.
Damage is 1. I can roll a 1d8. Plus 4,
See,
actually.
this unlike the shock damage system. That's cool. Another
2,
wasted
3. So, wait, 3. The miss is 1. It says add weapon dice to damage, right?
Right.
So that's just 3 altogether. There's no any addition for my strength or anything, right?
If it doesn't say plus modifiers, then I would assume it's not. Yeah.
Okay, so 3 altogether.
Okay. Well, it's 3 from a miss, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So you scrape him, and I'm guessing you're going melee with him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where we get it on. All right. Who's after Dalen?
Probably me.
How much should you roll though?
So I'm
that's
going
you,
to. Yeah, I'm going to, because I'm still trying to figure out my bar. I have a frog in my throat, so
I shall read for you.
I will pull out my short bow and attempt a pot shot.
All right. We'll just skip about the whole firing into melee thing because I don't think it's going to make things easier if you have penalties for firing into melee.
So here's how the magic works, Dave.
Yeah.
If you're unsuccessful, you use a battle cry, right?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, because the first level spells, and then there's first level battle cries.
Right, a battle cry is only for melee hits.
Okay.
The spells, you get to cast 2 spells a day, depending on what spells you've chosen.
Right, and the spells don't. I mean, I might as well attack with, like, the spells don't seem like anything crazy. I mean, it's only level 1, but like.
I mean,
level 1 is
it's all just very helpful stuff.
Well, this just looks like thunder damage to me. I don't see.
Which spell are you looking at?
Like the first one, for example, battle chant.
Right. So battle chant.
You can choose any battle cry you want to do,
but only basic melee. But these battle cries only work on melee attacks.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I have that. I have befuddle, and I have charm person.
Right.
And then sound, but it's fine. I'll keep reading. I will. So I take a shot with my short bow. What is my bonus? The bonus 4, so 16. I guess is that how that works?
Right. 16. Unfortunately, doesn't pierce through his armor.
Son of a bitch.
Cool. So now I just kind of like, now that I have his attention, I kind of like point over to the guy who he just attacked and be like, he told me to do it.
Okay.
I guess that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't read enough about. I haven't done my homework, so I don't know like the action economy. So yeah, that's not all.
What is this guy's physical defense?
Physical defense is 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
My spells will hit.
Will hit? Okay.
Yeah. Because my ray of frost is 19.
Oh.
Against his physical defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got very lucky on my wisdom roll. Right on. So that's going to be 3d6 of cold damage while I yell Sadron's protracted fission at him. Cool.
I would say with those rolls, that's the best that it was cool, not cold.
I didn't yell the spell loud enough.
Okay.
You rolled 3d6. Jesus Christ.
I rolled 3d6 and rolled a 6.
I know. It's like the average would have been what? A 12? No.
Yeah. The average
would have been a 9 actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Between 9 and 12 on average.
Anyway, it's his turn.
At least I didn't
Go
roll
ahead.
3.
Okay. So it's back to Tusk.
Yeah.
And since he was given the direction of where to hit by
Oh no.
It says like, yeah, you're right. the guys who I was supposed to hit is right beside me. It's the easiest target to hit.
Uh-huh.
I like this guy.
6 orders.
What do you have altogether?
I have let's see here. It says I have a +10 to my melee attack.
So you have
And
21.
Yep.
Do I still have the protection sword?
You do. You
Then I have a
actually
22,
You never give it
bitch.
back.
So
For
it's a
Dave,
very
sing, give it +2.
That's
It's
right.
a natural parry. But you have a feeling that that was more of a setup for a very, very mean attack.
Does he have 2
Rather-
attacks?
It doesn't, but you
Okay.
feel it's a setup.
I feel that it's a setup. I'm not exactly
Yeah.
sure what to think now. Hold on. I have to read my maneuvers.
Right.
I like this idea that he's like smacked your sword out of the way just to shank you.
The escalation
he's-
die is not
he's that
even.
good.
The escalation
The
die is at
The
an odd.
escalation die is now at 1 because it's
Right.
round 2.
Yeah.
Damn it! I can't counterattack. Okay, well, I will attack and probably miss.
Here, get him.
Oh
Get him.
no! That time I hit.
Get him.
I rolled an 18.
I'm assuming you have a modifier of more than 2.
I have a modifier 5.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Good, excellent. There you
I
go.
lied to you guys. I was
Now I'm gonna roll a
sorcerer pretending to
1.
be a fighter.
Oh no! What the hell?
Oh,
That's
No!
new.
he rolls damage.
He rolls max damage.
Yeah. Well, 12.
8 plus 12.
Enjoy it.
Ooh.
This is the last one for a month.
I know, eh? It's never gonna happen again.
Okay, now that one's a deep cut. So yeah, you've definitely got his attention now.
No, don't. He's gorgeous. Don't ruin it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I'm
His
done.
barbarian?
Feels
Hard
barbed
man.
man. Yeah, I'm still.
More arrows.
I'm just gonna do more arrows. There's just so much nuance to the to the singing stuff. It was I should have been more prepared.
No worries.
That's okay. So
yeah.
14 ain't gonna hit.
And the
14 ain't
escalation
gonna
die
hit.
adds a 1. Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
To hit.
yeah. At this stage, +1, so it's 15, but still not quite enough.
Okay.
Okay.
And then when he looks
very-
around at where the arrow came from, I'm just like,
You're a bard.
that
Aren't you
way.
supposed to sing or something and give me?
yeah, but I don't know how it works. That's why I'm saying I'm not prepared.
Okay, Battle Chant is a ranged spell. And that one, you deal the thunder damage. That's actually a ranged spell. Sorry, I read that wrong. All of these are actually ranged spells. Battle Chant, Befuddle, and Charm Person.
Yeah, but they don't do much. Like,
They're
they don't-
additive.
what do you
So,
mean?
so you see Battle Chant, right? Target
Yeah.
one nearby enemy, attack, charisma plus level,
Yeah.
versus their MD, which is their mental defense. So,
Yep.
for example, Casey, what's his mental defense?
Oh, his mental defense is a 14.
14.
Okay, so it's easier to hit. I see. Okay.
Right. So that means it will, for spells in this game, it will guaranteed hit,
Why is it a guaranteed hit?
because Casey, correct me if I'm wrong, but those defense rolls are fixed, not so?
They are. Yes.
Yeah. So because
Wait,
your charisma
defense-
plus your level is higher than his mental defense, you get your
Oh,
hit.
it's not the charisma modifier. It's the
no,
actual charisma
it's not the
score.
modifier, it's the level.
Okay.
Right.
That's the part that was
So
throwing me off. Okay.
Your arrows, when you use this battle chant, choose any battle cry effect, making a right. So you are going to be able to use your 1d4 plus your charisma modifier for thunder damage.
Okay. So at least I'll be able to hit. It's not much more. It's basically the
Right.
same
So
sort of
if
damage.
the arrow hits, you get the bonus damage.
What
But
damage?
the arrow
Oh.
didn't hit.
Oh, this is bonus to the arrow
This
damage?
is additive 2.
I see. Yeah, that's not going to help me whatsoever. I'm never going to hit this guy. But okay, good to know. That's okay. That's. Oh, okay.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Well, you have an escalation that is just
Or what you
going
can
up.
do in
so-
place of your attack, you can use your attack action to just do the damage. So you
What?
can just cry thunder on him. It
Oh,
says
I
at
see.
will special, you can use it as if you're making a hit.
Oh,
So
okay.
it can either be additive or in place of.
I gotcha.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, this
Okay.
time you shot an arrow, so it didn't work.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Sadron's protracted fission. Fission. I said it right and got bigger numbers.
You still got 2 1s though. Jesus Christ. All right. It's
That's
better.
It's
total of
fine.
8 or 8 with something else.
Total 8. It's just 3d6.
All right. Not quite staggered yet, but I guess he's pretty much close.
Yeah, he's feeling chilly.
Next round of combat. Go ahead.
Escalation die is now 2 for everyone. And he is going to continue hacking at David.
Oh, he misses. I will counterattack immediately. Once per round, when the escalation die is even, it's at 2, and an enemy misses you with a natural. It has to be odd. Never mind. Odd melee attack roll. Damn it. The conditions for this thing is difficult. Jesus Christ. He has to miss me with an odd melee attack roll. I can make a
Actually-
basic melee attack, dealing half
What is
damage
this?
against the.
4th edition D&D?
Wow.
Actually,
Okay.
you just reminded me that he has conditions for the escalation die, I
Oh
think.
god, remind me to never play Pathfinder.
Anyway,
Uh,
I will attack now. Yeah.
No, hold on. I need to look up what happens if you miss. Natural even miss. I roll a 8, right? I roll an 8. I have a natural even miss. I still deal you 4 damage.
A natural even miss. What the fuck is that? Who writes this shit?
That's the list. That's the least of it.
Oh my word.
If anyone
did
doubts
not
me,
know.
go to page 233.
I don't even want to write. I don't even want to read it because then I'll read more of
9
them.
plus 4, 13. No, plus 5, 14 plus 2, 16.
What, to hit?
Yeah.
16 to hit against AC?
9 plus I have 5 plus 2 escalation attack, so 9, 5, 14, 16.
16 is not gonna cut it for his
Okay.
AC.
Well, it's a natural miss of 9, so I
Alright.
get. It's an odd miss. Any miss. Okay, now the first crit I take is actually normal. So if he crits me again, it's actually normal damage this time.
Alright, that's cool. Okay.
A little late, but whatever.
It's better than that.
You're
Yeah.
getting warmed up.
Oh, and I do get 1 damage of miss. I missed him. I still do 1 damage.
1 damage? Okay. Right. That's something. So you're just breaking down his defenses at this point, I guess.
Pretty much.
Alright. Still not staggered, but yeah, 1 damage would be enough to bring him down to that point. Alright. Here's Bartman.
Just
Okay,
do
so I'm
the
gonna have to try
guaranteed
to hit, so-
damage.
Yeah, well, there's something else I was gonna try, but it's confusing. So yeah, I'll just do the at will part of it, and I'll just go like
Hell yeah.
thunder,
Thunder.
thunder, thunder. There we go. Better.
Much better, actually.
1d4.
Oh, Lawrence can play the different guitar, by the way. He's been
So is
learning
it 1d4 plus charisma modifier at that point?
correct.
Okay, all right. Of course it's a 1.
Oh, Jesus.
The modifier is
Fuck me.
4, so 5 thunder damage.
Thunder.
That's as
All
good
right.
as my Ray of Frost is doing.
It's down to staggered.
What
Past
if I
staggered.
change the name of my spell?
Right.
Thunder.
But it seems that he's focusing on one guy. He's gonna get rid of the rest.
Yeah.
And he's down with that one he's dealing with right now. So okay.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
I'm trying to think of a name for my spell.
Oh, we need a healer in our
We
party.
don't need.
I want a healer in my party.
It will be fine. Okay. I'm going to change up the name because my talent advances polysyllabic verbalizations. Says cooler names give me cooler effects if my GM is impressed with me. This time I'm going to roll my 3 dice and call it Conjuration of Nature's Wrath.
Ooh.
He's
Much
impressed. So what
Yeah.
would you wish for additional effects?
Have you ever played Dota?
I've played, but I'm not exactly familiar with terms.
Okay,
I've played it, but
well,
I'm not like
Sure, one of the
player.
heroes, he has like a Ray of Frost freezy thing, and it like
Right.
periodically freezes enemy movement.
Right.
So I just like for him to be like slowed or stuck in place for a turn or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've already built up all the Ray of Frost on that, so let's just
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
It's like the setup. It's like you've been Ray of Frosting his legs, and you just snap them into the proper setup to like actually be frozen on the ground. Yeah, that's fine. That works fine by me.
Cool.
Okay. Does he take any damage?
He does take the damage I just rolled, so 12.
Well, oh, that's really that
These
really
are
hurts.
these are
That's
good.
the last 12. That's the second 12 he's taken from all
Hell
of you.
yeah, he can't feel his toes right now.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yep. He's in a very vulnerable position, both physically and in terms of hit points. So we are going into escalation dice 3. So despite him being frozen on the ground, he's still able to swing at Dalen, because Dalen hasn't really moved out of the way yet. But his swing could be way more clumsier without being able to put himself in a better position. We'll see if he gets lucky.
Nope.
We will see.
Nope. 9 plus 10 is a 19. So
Okay.
nope.
It's an
Nothing
odd
against.
miss on
Oh
me.
right. It's a odd miss. Even with
So
a
Remind me.
natural.
Sorry.
Even with a natural miss, it was a 9. So it was a natural odd miss. Yeah. Once again, Dalen feels like this is a setup.
he did 4 more damage to me, or what?
You're gonna have to find out the hard way.
Remind me, this guy's name is
So
Tusk,
should
right?
I leave my hit
Yeah.
points at 20, or should I
No,
reduce
you
it by?
take no that.
Okay.
No, you take no damage, but you feel
Okay.
the miss was a setup.
Interesting. Okay.
Right.
Well, here, roll the hit. I miss as well. That's an odd miss.
You guys are
Mm.
so clumsy.
Well,
At this point,
again,
it's like 2 guys, one guy with a frozen feet, and the other one's like almost as frozen as him.
basically,
Right, with a
it's
tablet in his chest.
so yeah. I'm still bracing. Basically, any crit on me is normal.
All right. So we have Fuse Bartman.
All right. I'm going to attempt to do this. So I'm going to then pull out my bow again, and as I pull my bow out and take a shot, I mutter some very unusual words. I'll be like,
He's speaking in
I'm
tongues. The Lord is with
casting-
us.
yes, I'm casting Befuddle.
Right.
I'm befuddled.
So I on a hit. Okay, well, first of all, let me hit. So I have to. I'm assuming this is, if I understand this correctly, I have to hit with my attack for this to take effect. Unless I have a natural even miss. But I mean, that's how these songs work. The hit is with the attack, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Come on, good
guessing
roll.
this hits. I mean, does it say which defense you're hitting?
Well,
Befuddle
this
is against.
befuddle. So the befuddle part is against the mental, but that's what I'm being
Right.
like. But that's where I'm wondering if I have to hit first, which I don't. If that's the case, like that's why I'm not sure how this works.
Oh, you're not. So the attack to hit is not against mental defense.
The attack to hit is against mental defense. It's charisma plus level versus MD.
Oh,
So it would be the same outcome.
okay.
So
He has
does
a
this
plus
just
3
hit
though.
then?
I'll preface it with, this is how I understand spells.
Yeah,
to work
because the thing is,
after
it
reading it
said
a few times.
it says to hit the hit and then a natural even miss has a thing. But if it's just an automatic charisma
Right.
plus level, that doesn't make any sense. So I must have to try to hit with something.
No,
As far as I understand, spells do just hit. If
But then why would you have a
get over
why
the
would you
number.
have a miss condition then?
Well,
let me take a look.
I
Befuddle?
don't know.
Befuddle, yeah, it's on page 90, 88, 90 in the PDF.
Okay, range, recharge, what? Charisma plus level. Plus level. Oh, No, I think charisma here is the charisma mod. So you still roll a d20 plus charisma plus level against MD.
Okay, so it's the charisma mod. Okay,
I believe it's charisma mod. Yeah.
This makes
all right. So I hit. I got a 9. I rolled terrible.
Plus 3.
9 plus
Plus
3
yeah,
because of
12.
escalation, guys. And your charisma mod is
4.
4. Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
15.
you definitely
No,
hit.
same
Yeah,
thing anyway.
yeah. All right. So
So I
you
hit?
You hit. Yep, you hit.
Oh, okay, cool. So the target
And
is
now
confused until the end of
and-
its next until the end of my next turn.
and I'm gonna have to look up what confused means.
It means he bites himself. That's what it means. 100%. That's got to be what it means. I'm sure.
Confused, you can't make opportunity attacks or use your limited powers to your attack. Your next attack action will be a basic or attack or at will attack against at least one nearby ally, usually determined randomly. If you don't have any nearby allies, you either do nothing much or at the GM's option, act in a strange, confused manner that suits the story.
I just kind of hope that this derails whatever he was planning on doing because it looks like he's setting him up for something. So
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
was
it's a
my-
good call. That's a good call.
that's my plan.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all it. I just spoke in tongues and.
He's like, God, that guy's annoying. I want to hit him, but I want to hit this guy in front of me. I don't know what to do.
It's like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar when he's trying to tell a lie and he just goes.
All right. Forgets.
The gut. Well, I guess now that we've read the magic rules properly, then I guess I don't get 19 guaranteed anymore. But it is, I still get like plus 10. So 16
Against physical?
against his physical.
16.
It's only 3 lower.
Was it? I just lost the page. Damn it. Oh, there it is.
I feel like 16. I think I had
16 though. 16
Oh,
is
yeah, I was
not.
gonna
That
say,
means
I
a
think I
physical
had
defense.
16.
No,
Okay.
that's not gonna be quite enough.
Cool.
Okay, so it's back to my turn, and he's confused, and he's gonna do the blah 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 thing because that's what the arrows did to him. And still stuck in on his it's the ice effect like a one turn thing or it's like permanent. The slowing down from the polysyllabic.
Yeah. Although he
Was-
does take 1 damage if I miss my rare thrust.
But it's like, how long does it last?
Yeah. How long does the
Um,
effect last?
Well, I negotiated just for a single turn, so
Oh, okay.
he's good.
All right. So he's just gonna blubber away and break off the ice there.
I
But
guess
that's
so.
pretty much his turn done. Yeah, that's pretty much his turn done.
Okay. Oh, thank God. We're at escalation dice 4 now,
would-
aren't we?
4.
Like 4 or 5?
I believe
Yeah,
it's 4.
four.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that hits. Even with my roll in the escalation die, I should hit. Yeah.
Yep.
7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Oh, you bring him down to his knees, and he's practically at your mercy at anyone's mercy at this point. So it's really up to you if you want to finish him off, which is for feels bad.
I'm
Feels
gonna
Bart
cut
onto
his
the
head
side.
off.
Yeah, cut his head off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Done.
The guy is head off. Yep. And the whole arena cheers, and they're like, "Yeah, we get
We did
the
it!
elated." Yep, they elated, and like Tusk is dead. Tusk is dead. Yeah, and everyone's like cheers, and everyone. And suddenly there's like a speech, the crowd grows silent for a moment, and then you notice that Morvis was standing at one of the balconies, and he addresses to the crowd, and he says, "Behold the heroes of Bolt Strike Tower." And the crowd goes
Are
even
you not
wilder.
entertained?
Are you
And
not entertained?
Are you making an accusation towards Lord Morvis for that?
Mm,
I'm going to cast
yeah.
disguise self. I'm going to turn into Lord Morvis,
Oh.
and I'm going to point at him, and I'm going to say, "You are the worst wizard I've ever met."
And then there's like some laughs around it, and some like, "What? I don't get the joke." And then they're like, "Yeah!"
Everyone's like, "Yeah, he's a shit wizard." It's like, yes. I'm gonna stand there and where I stroke my chin and scratch my crotch.
Everyone goes
While
wild.
he's doing that, can I get some recovery?
Sure.
Okay.
Urgently, you could.
I can roll this as many times as I want, right?
As many as your recoveries you have left. I think it's like 7.
No, I have 9 recoveries.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
25. Yeah, that'll do it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I just wasted 4 recoveries. Yep. I'm good. Sorry, keep going.
So you guys hang around to get your elations as long as it's comfortable as you are, but if the time does eventually come where you have to exit the arena for different blood sports to take place. And receiving you as you enter back into the, let's just say, the locker room of the arena is that cowed servant who brought you into the first place. And he says, "Lord Morvis is now ready to receive you."
What
Kill
do you
him.
mean? I am Lord Morvis, and I've received myself.
It sounds dirty.
Can I
He
just
says,
kill
I-
the servant
I
right now?
command you to fall on your sword for tricking me. It is for the will of the Empire, for you see, we do not need half-breeds.
Well, the servant does say that this Lord Morphos will explain the welcoming committee.
I need to have a chat with myself about this. This spell lasts an hour.
I got time.
You can't dispel it? Like, you can't just turn it off?
I can if I want to, but
Ah,
I
Yeah,
don't
it doesn't
really
want to. That's the point.
I'm rubbing it in his face for the moment. After I gloriously won in Bloodsport, and I turned into him and exited the arena, I shall now.
So
All right, fine.
he takes you through the crowd again. Once again, you guys get like high fives and like, "Yeah, that was cool, man."
Yeah, thanks,
And
dude.
and they eventually bring you into like a VIP room of sorts at the higher levels of the arena. And that's where you are granted audience with Lord Morvis. And he's immediately caught by the uncanny likeness of one of you who enters right into the room, and he gives you the congratulations, and he claps his hand for all of you, and all attendants beside him, his posse and his guards, and he takes your self-disguise with a great dose of humor.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna dispel it and tell him imitation's the sincerest form of flattery, my lord.
But he's very, very glad that you've, accepted his invitation, despite what he has to put you through. But he felt that there was an opportunity for you to enhance your reputation, given what was happened at the audience chamber with the emperor. And despite what many people may believe, that an encounter with Citizen Tusk is never scripted or rehearsed, maybe this was one of those rare occasions where things will have to work in certain favors.
Poor guy.
But that's the nature of how the cutthroat politics of Axis work. And you as citizens know this very well, that the city is famous for its arena and blood sports. It's actually one of the most, you could say, defining features of the city.
Okay.
Regardless, now that you're here and you have now been celebrated by the populace of Axis, he hopes that you will not take his plot too badly. It has worked in your favor, at least. But
Let's
the
move
purpose of
on to why you called us here.
it's simple as to celebrate heroes of Bolt Strike Tower.
And
Your efforts may have been in vain, but they are not any less valiant. And he would definitely like to know more about what really transpired. Was there any information that you withheld from the Emperor? Was there any things that you felt uneasy telling the Emperor that he was very, very much interested in listening? And maybe
withholding
even
information from the Emperor would be tantamount to treason, would it not? Everything I included in my report happened, and I did not leave anything out. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Spoken like a loyal and patriot of the Dragon Empire, Dalen Turner, ex-Legionnaire Captain.
You know about me.
Oh, I make sure I know my subjects.
The Emperor's subjects, yes?
Huh? That is true. That is true. All who serve the Emperor are his subjects, as myself, a loyal servant.
Indeed.
And I am interested in hearing what do you think, based on what has transpired in Bolt Strike Tower, what do you think what kind of odds and threat do you think is against the Empire? Do you have any theories or evidences that you've uncovered that you really haven't been able to piece together? Maybe our shared knowledge and my knowledge of what's going on within the Dragon Empire is more recent, may be able to give some meaning to those clues.
It seems to me that so out of character, who exactly were we like the goblins? What faction were they from?
You suspect they might have worked with the Orc Lord icon.
Okay. And then these guys on dragons, basically, that came and interrupted the party. Yeah.
Right.
Do we have a idea where they're from?
Well, anything dragony would, especially evil dragons, would probably be working for the tree, as in tree, the number, not the
high druid
plant.
tree or anything, right?
No, not the plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is common knowledge. I mean, we just explained all of this to the Emperor pretty much, and he can figure this out. I'm assuming that Lord Morvis would know the same thing. Oh, we were actually attacking and setting up, traps for the Orc Lord's minions, and we were attacked by dragons. We can only assume that they were from the tree, or the three.
Okay. What can you tell me about the traitor, though? I'm assuming you've spoken with him, or you've talked with him, known his character at some extent. Any theories on why he would betray the Empire?
My dealings with him were simply for the sword, basically. I was going to exchange the sword with him, and he told me that they weren't ready, and I believe he was the one who sent us on our mission.
My dealing when I hit the top of the tower
Yeah.
was he thinks he has inside knowledge on who the major power is.
Major
He's
power.
it was like he had foreseen a shift in the power of the aspects
Icons.
icons.
That's an interesting theory, but then it seems like there's a lot more at stake. Then it's not just the Orc Lords has always been a threat to the Empire. The tree, they always had their suspicions, but the tree has never really acted so overtly before. Whatever influence they try to have in the Dragon Empire has always been more subtle, and they probably prefer to use agents rather than an actual dragon. But then again, it's one of the faults of the Emperor himself in allowing the sign over of the Dragonhall, allowing that city of monsters to uh, flourish by the borders of the Empire. And it was only a matter of time before the tree used it against the Empire. Which is why we need heroes like yourselves to really deal with that problem. But tell me, what do you think about the alliance? Do you really believe that the Emperor should make an alliance with the Elf Queen and the High Druid? What are your thoughts on that?
The High Druid has a dog in the fight now that they have been betrayed.
That is true,
They
possibly.
could they could serve to, on one hand, destroy your enemies for you
Mm.
without a loss of life or resources.
But why should the Empire dedicate resources to what should be their internal problems? It's a traitor among their ranks. We know that the tower was supposed to be defended by the High Druids. Why couldn't they solve their own problems? Why do they need us as much as why do we need them?
Well, it's your problem because they're targeting you. They're encroaching on your land.
Well, the High Druid should be held responsible then, shouldn't she?
For the actions of your people, I'm not sure.
Hmm. You may have a point, but I can't fully say I agree with. What about you, Dalen? You're a loyal citizen of the Dragon Empire. Don't you believe in our traditions that we should be able to stand up to whatever threat that may come our way? We've proven ourselves through history. That's not my speech.
I believe that we do not have enough information as to make that call yet. I believe that we need to figure out who the enemies of the Dragon Empire are, truly, what their plans are, and if we need allies, then we should recruit them. And if we can deal with it on our own, then more power to us. It really depends on surveillance and information, I think. At this point, there's not enough to make a call.
Well, a tactician and a strategist doesn't make hasty decisions without information, and that is very, very true. I can respect that, Dalen, and you probably be. And I'm wondering, why have you not decided to stay with the Legionnaire?
Well, I found that my certain ideals of the Legion do not agree with me despite my reaching the rank of captain. Certain injustices within the system itself did not sit well with me, and that's why I've decided to leave.
But injustice shouldn't be a barrier or reason for a man of your skill to be underused.
Well,
The emperor has sort of told us in private that you might come to a decision of whether to make an alliance with the Elf Queen and the High Druid, say within a couple of days. And I would like to invite you to guest with me at my house for those couple of days.
why?
Well, for one, it would show solidarity And for second, it might be for your own protection.
My own protection. Is there a plot afoot that I am not aware of? Or do I have enemies besides the normal ones that I've made?
There may be parties and houses, especially the noble houses, that might see your value to the empire more as their pawns. And I'm trying to make sure that they don't get the opportunity to do so. We are on the same page of who do we serve.
Absolutely. I serve the Empire, despite not being a legionnaire.
Indeed. And because of your lack of protection of being a legionnaire, there are forces that will be able to get to you more deviously than I can, or even the Empire.
Well,
and I'm extending all this to all three of you.
mm,
You will be my guest of honor in my house. You will be treated well, given good food, good company. And when the time comes, when the Emperor has made his decision, you will be in audience when that decision is made.
let me talk to my companions, and we'll see.
Sure, by all means, heed counsel and make up your mind. But I'm sure you will be a wise one.
And then I wait until. Should we leave the room, or I guess he?
I think we should leave the room.
Okay,
We're the
we shall
guests.
leave the room, I guess.
Excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Can you please
Get
leave
out.
your own house?
And outside, I'll say, well, it's not a bad offer. The unfortunate thing is I just don't trust him.
I was just going to say, the offer's fine if you can take it at face value.
Well,
but I don't know if we have any particular reason not to.
He's the servant of the Emperor. He's a high-ranking noble. You get to stay in a pretty cool place after being ambushed 3 times.
Yeah. It seems like a good option, but
so
obviously we don't know if there's ulterior motives or not. Which
this is
probably
how.
is.
If we want to get into high places in the world, we're going to have to watch and learn, because statecraft is going to become everyday business for you, Dalen.
I feel like he's not protecting us. I feel like he's putting us under his watch, basically. Maybe keeping us in his...
Keeping his enemies closer.
Right, exactly. Something like that. Keeping us at his residence so he knows where we are, and so that we can't go around screwing things up, basically. Whatever he might have planned. He just feels very slimy to me, like a scuzzball, basically.
He does.
What's our alternative if we don't stay here? We insult him, and then maybe he's going to come out and come after us. Like,
right.
That's the other aspect we have to look at. Is like, this could be an opportunity to make an ally, or at least more friendly relations.
Mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to piss off the big guy.
Yeah.
We have to think of the image that we're sending too, though. He raised our image just now for a reason. It wasn't just for our benefit. I think he wants to make us look like the heroes of... What was it called again? Bolt Strike Tower. And then the next thing we do is we room with him for 3 days. Basically, it sends the message to the public and maybe royalty that we're on his side, basically.
True.
Right?
Now, is that a bad thing?
It may be a way to convince a certain decision to go his way, basically.
True.
He is very
he's playing
charismatic.
Politics.
Yeah.
He's playing politics. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's detrimental to us, depending on what it is that he does. But I don't know. I think turning it down may have more repercussions than we want to deal with. We could stay and then, just keep our wits about us. And if
Is
we
that
want
what
to,
you?
if we want
Sorry.
to keep an that's okay. If we want to have a, still have a better external image, then we can spread the word around town or something. Like we could spread rumors that like we're staying there. Like I don't know. We could do something to diffuse the, how tight the relationship is if we really wanted to.
Perhaps. Okay.
I don't know.
So
Just a thought.
you want to go. You're basically for it. How
I'm
about
for it, given the alternative of possibly pissing off someone in important standing. Yeah, we go into it not blind. We'll go into it, well aware of, being aware of what's happening around us. But we're not. But I think we should. I think we should take them up on it. I think it could stand to do us positive reputation, if nothing else.
And
Yeah.
you, Urgat, what do you believe?
I think we go with him because we can continue to have a voice in the court of the Emperor. Regardless of him, if we go against him after these 3 days, then sucks to be him.
The party has spoken. Let's go then. So we'll re-enter the room and basically graciously accept his offer.
We will take those hookers to go.
He is delighted. He is and he wouldn't have expected you to say otherwise, actually.
Well, good.
So very well. Just right at that moment, he's like, that's cause for celebration. It brings in all the wine and all the food and all the women.
I got it.
And it's like you guys gonna just party in the arena, and while you guys enjoy the other blood sports that's happening throughout the day and night. And once the arena is done for the day, he sends in the carriages to pick up the entire entourage, including yourselves. And he does bring you into the areas of the city, which is the high-rise area where they actually do fly to get to that area. Yeah. So he is both figuratively and literally a man of high standing.
Yep.
And yep. And that's where that's where that's where you really see the extent of his lavishness and opulence and reputation and influence. Because it's whatever rooms that he has for whatever function that room serves is always gigantic. It's way much more space than it's needed to do. Like it's a bath or it's a bed or it's a kitchen or it's just a simple dining table. And the party that was carried over from the arena just carries over to his estate. And he can even house multiple parties within his estate. There's different parties going around. It's just this guy is just really, really, really high standing. And you actually learn a bit of his history as well. He's just a statesman. He was a loyal soldier to the Dragon Empire, fought his way up to the higher ranks of the military, but then decided to sort of quit the military to run into politics. So as far as his service to the Empire, he's a man very well rewarded for his service. And still continue, and that's probably why that informs a lot of his pride and his faith in the Dragon's Empire's abilities. And he obviously gives you all rooms. He's plenty of rooms to spare, so you each get your own rooms, which comes with your own set of attendants. And they are basically at your beck and call for whatever you may need. And he just tells you all, you're my guest of honor, and there's going to be a lot of things happening within the estate itself. Just feel free to indulge in whatever needs you want. Talk to my servants. They'll do whatever it is to meet your needs. It's going to be
Sounds good.
maybe the best 3 days of your life you're going to ever spend in Access.
Feels like a distraction of
Happy
some
day.
kind, but okay.
All right. So we're gonna pick this up on the next session.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Ooh.
Because it's a good place
I
to
get
stop.
I get to
think.
think about all the things that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, think about what you did.
Think about what you've done.
All right, so if you've been watching the playthrough, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We will see you later. Bye-bye.